Dungeness National Wildlife Refuge. In Sequim, Washington. And we're gonna walk out to this spit, they call it. There's the sign. And we're gonna go here all the way out to here, hopefully, to this lighthouse. So it's about a 5-mile trip out there and 5-mile back. All right. You can kind of see where we're going to be going here. Looks like someone's walking down there. You can kind of see the spit running all the way out there. That's where we're going to go. All the way out there. And we'll see how it goes. All right. I think the ground is fairly, oh, it's kind of wet, so it's kind of firm, which is nice. Should be should make for a nice walk. Looks like the tide is pretty far out. I see some others out here walking. Let's see how she goes. Thinking about my good friend who lives across the country. He's going through some health challenges and he's getting tests done and he's trying to figure out what's going on. And we've been really good friends since college. And we've been in communication a lot over the past month or so. And he's been keeping me up to date on what's going on with him. It's hard. Getting tests done and not knowing what's wrong with you and having to think about it, it sucks. In my case, when I had my heart attack, I didn't have time to think, it just happened. And then I had to deal with the consequences afterwards. In his case, he's got lingering symptoms that, he has to figure out. And it's hard. I guess the only advice I can give to him is, you just gotta take it one day at a time, buddy. And do the best you can, make progress, and just keep moving forward. And I tell you, that small piece of advice has served me very, very well over these past few years. And it was really hard to get into rehab and trust my heart again, because I just didn't know what to expect. And my first day at rehab, I remember getting on the treadmill and just walking, slight increase in speed, and I felt my heart start to beat again, and felt like it always does, but I was afraid that something was going to go wrong. And I had all these wires attached to me and they were watching my heartbeat. And you feel like you're at the gym, but you're being monitored by nurses at the same time. And I remember driving home that day and I really didn't feel that well. My heart was in a lot of pain and I just felt really bad. I felt kind of nervous that I was going to have another heart attack, but it was just my heart, healing and getting better. And probably the hardest thing I had to do was just to trust my heart again and trust that it was going to beat and do its job and I could do my job. And I know that sounds kind of trivial, but when you get down to it, That's what your heart has to do every day. And you have to be able to depend on it. And I used to take these walks. My doctor told me to take walks during rehab, so I did, around the block. And I went a little bit for all the time. Good thing it was during COVID. I'd take my family members who are home, my son or my daughter or my wife, and they'd walk with me. And I couldn't walk that much, but I just went a little bit for every day around the streets. And, slowly but surely, I felt better. And I don't know, when I started going into the mountains and pushed myself a little bit harder, I got nervous, but every step, every just going up higher and higher and further was just more, I don't know, it gave me more strength. Plus I got to see some really beautiful stuff, which is an added bonus. So, whatever you're doing, just keep moving forward. That's all you can do. You're not always going to have a great day. You're not always going to move forward at the pace you want. Some days you're going to go backwards. And I would say if you average out your week, your day, your month, your year, if you can say honestly that you moved more forward than you move backwards, that's good. I think that is a good way to live life. Whatever going forward means to you. And that's up to you. Everyone has to decide that for themselves. We've been going now for, what is it? About 4.11 miles. About an hour and a half into this little journey. And you can see in the distance there, that's the lighthouse. That's where we're going. So as you can see, the scenery hasn't changed that much, but I've come all the way from down there, and it's getting hotter. That's okay. We've been going now for an hour and 50 minutes, 4.97 miles. So I suspect the turnaround point will be just past that. Alright, I'll take a picture here. Y'all can watch me take a picture. Let me see if I can get a nice shot here. That's not bad. Here we go. So this is as far as I can walk up to this spot here. Apparently all this is closed. Alright, well, I made it to the end of this part of the journey. I'm just going to touch this sign, make it official. Alright, I'm going to walk back here to the lighthouse. we're at our resting spot here. You can see the lighthouse right there. I talked to some really nice volunteers who come here. I guess you can spend a week here as a volunteer and be the lighthouse keeper. So they gave me a little tour and I went to the top of the lighthouse, which is kind of cool. And now I'm just sitting here enjoying this beautiful view. And the weather's amazing. Like, I couldn't have picked a better day to come out here. And I got here early, so there's no one out here. And it's about a 5.5 mile walk out here. Let me just see if I can turn the camera around, show you where I was. Let me turn it around here. So you see my finger pointing kind of in there. You see where the spit kind of goes into there. All that's about 5 miles. So I have that awesome walk to look forward to on the way home. But that's okay. It is great. You can't beat this view.